Diary entry number 15. Elizabeth Bennet, July 23rd. We returned to Pemberley for our dinner visit. We were welcomed by Miss Darcy, Miss Bingley, and Miss Hurst, a dear friend of Miss Darcy. It was a very awkward scenario because of the jealousy that Miss Bingley felt towards me. When I was staying in Netherfield, I wasn't exactly sure why she was not fond of me. I knew she had developed feelings for Mr. Darcy, although his feelings for me had not been obvious then. However, now it is very clear that she did not approve of my presence at such a great estate. When the men finally entered the room, everybody was paying attention to Mr. Darcy and myself. I'm sure they were very curious to see how calm I would stay under such pressure. Honestly, I was just as curious. Miss Bentley continued to speak, and continued to make comments that called for awkward conversation. She brought up Mr. Wickham, which I knew made both Mr. Darcy and his sister very uncomfortable. I believe that I handled the situation very well, which seemed to leave Miss Bentley very mad and Mr. Darcy surprisingly pleased. The night was very nice, putting all the awkwardness aside. When I returned, I was sad to see that I had not yet received a letter from Jane. I longed to tell her of all that had happened. A day or so later, the letter that I had long awaited had arrived. To tell of all that was told in the letter would take more time than I have available. To sum it up, Lydia has run away with Wickham. Mother is beyond upset. Father and Colonel Foster have set off to find her. They requested my uncle's assistance, so that is where I am now. He is heading to help find her, while I am back on the way to Longbourn. I cannot wait to be home. My family must be so upset over this whole situation. Oh, and I almost forgot. Darcy stopped by minutes after I read the letter. He helped me settle myself, and was very heartened to hear the news. Unfortunately, there will be no more visits to Pemberley for the time being, but he did wish us all the best to find Lydia. Once he left, I realized that I might be falling in love with him, something that months before I couldn't have imagined. Unfortunately, that is the last thing I can worry about right now.